You wanna press.
Okie dokie guys, and hello, and welcome back to another hobby tip. Well, this hobby tip's going to be more like a product review, because I've not done one in a while, and I've just got some stuff through that I thought I'd talk about for a little bit. What am I going to be looking at today, guys? I'm going to be looking at, oh balls, nearly knocked my mic over. I'm going to be looking at Maxmini stuff. Now, I've got to say, I love Maxmini bits and bobs and products and stuff like that. The stuff is just absolutely brilliant. But what we're going to be looking at today, we're going to be looking at the Maxmini Biohazard backpacks, and I also ordered some barrels. We're going to be taking a closer look at those as well. Not very exciting, but ooh, these look nice and shiny and new. Anyway, let's unbox them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at, as I said, is the Maxmini Biohazard backpacks. Now, these are very, very nice. They're extremely crispy in regards to how they come out of the mold. I'll just zoom in a little bit. There's pretty much no other mold lines on there as well, mainly due to the fact that they're all injection molded from the bottom, rather than all coming around the side, which means there's very little to trim off and very little to actually tidy up on them. There is a wee little bit of flashing around, but that's nothing that a sharp hobby knife can't fix. So guys, these are the perfect solution if you're looking for like a like a really toxic kind of steampunky feel for an army. Would look quite cool maybe with iron hands or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I chose them to use for my Nurgle Marines because they look really clunky and really just really different. They stand out quite a bit on the battlefield, which is great. Absolutely great. The resin, I've got to say as well, is very, very high quality. It's quite strong, but at the same time, it is also quite soft as well. You can cut it quite easily. It's not going to shatter or fracture. And I've got to admit, it's probably even better than the Forge World resin, actually. I mean, you don't get any of that horrible greasy residue that Forge World used with their release agent. They're nothing. I mean, I'm pretty certain that you could take these straight onto a miniature and spray them up and they'd be fine. It's almost as if the Maxmini guys have cleaned them up before they package them, which is absolutely brilliant. Speaking of where I got them from now, I got these from a eBay store called Grim Goblin. Now the pricings are extremely fair, considering that it's like €12 or something for these from the actual Maxmini website. I think I picked these up for about £6. You get 3 in a blister pack, and I got one popped off there by accident when I dropped it. But you get 6 in total, which is a bit of an odd number, considering you're probably going to have squads of 10. However, so if you need to buy what? You need to buy 2 packs of these in order to get a full squad. You'd end up having 2 left over, but I suppose it's pretty good for conversion purposes. Now, obviously, these are designed to fit on the standard 28mm heroic scale Space Marine. As you can see there, we've got the grooves, and they're actually measured right so they sit on the backpacks properly. If you guys want to see some actually in action, actually in use on miniatures, here's my Nurgle guys that I did just recently. And as you can see, they blend in really, really well. And when they're painted up, they look absolutely fantastic. So there's the kind of big tank looking one on my champion. Here's just a regular Nurgle Marine with a plague sword. I really like that one. I really like the 2 pipes that run into this one. This looks so cool, so goddamn cool. But yeah, as you can see, like the way that the ink pools as well, because of the grooves and the raised areas, is just absolutely lovely. And there's an example of the third one that you get, which is quite nice. Got a little steampunk chimney going on, little fan, little grill. I mean, the detailing in the grill and the fans and the tubing and stuff is just absolutely phenomenal once you paint them up. They're really, really cool stuff. So like I said, guys, in regards to a delivery as well, they came very, very quickly. Like I said, I ordered on Wednesday. No, I ordered on Monday and they came by Wednesday, which is today when I'm filming, so it's absolutely brilliant in regards to speed of delivery. So go check out Grim Goblin. Another thing we're going to look at is some of the Maxmini barrels. Now, this is part of my my never-ending quest to find decent 28mm scale barrels for Wargaming that aren't the Games Workshop ones, and do you know what? I've still not found them, guys. I still haven't found them. The Games Workshop barrels are just the perfect size for me, the perfect size for conversions and stuff. I mean, when you compare them to a 28mm scale miniature, they're not too bad, but it just doesn't look like they could hold a big enough capacity. Basically, I want massive, great big stonking barrels that you get with the Battlefield accessory sprue for 40k. But I'll tell you what, guys, they're a damn sight better than these fucking ones. These TL Terrain ones here. Let's just get one of these out. For a start, the resin on these TL Terrain ones is absolutely horrible. It's very, very chalky, and it's very, very porous, and it doesn't look very, very nice. And also, we'll compare them to the size of a Maxmini one. The Maxmini one isn't as tall, but it certainly is thicker than it. And there's also more detail on, so we're going to get rid of that one. Goodbye, barrel. So what do you get for your money? Well, for £6 you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get 10 barrels. You get 3, 4, 5, 6 oil drum looking barrels. And you get 4 gas canister looking barrels. Now the gas canister looking barrels I was quite interested in. Here they are. Now they've not come out the mould very well, but I suppose with a bit of tidying up, and if you glued it down that way, which you would because the detailing's on the top, it would come out a lot better. But these are very, very interesting because they're quite detailed for just a regular old gas barrel. Another cool thing you can do as well is you can actually they sync up pretty well, and they go quite flash, which means that you can make quite elongated structures out of them. Now that would be pretty cool if you were doing like a Chimera or something, or a Hellhound. Why are you not focusing? Thank you. But yeah, so you can actually join them together, which would be quite cool. Yeah, I quite like that. Also, there's a lot of nice detailing with the banding and stuff going around. And then you've got just the regular old oil drums as well there. Now, I wasn't too sure if these were just a bad mould or whether or not these were supposed to look like this. I'm guessing they're supposed to look like this because they're all dinged up and scratched and stuff like that. But yeah, I quite like these. My camera is really struggling to focus today. But yeah, guys, so that's the Maxmini stuff. Again, I'll put a link in the doobly-doo to Grim Goblin, so if you guys are interested, you can go and get your own Maxmini stuff for relatively cheap. And that'll be the end of the product review, guys. So, in total, I give Maxmini stuff not 1, but 2 thumbs up, which is very, very good. And I also give Grim Goblin not 1, but 2 thumbs up. So, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again. Goodbye.